конца возвращались поутру в свое родное Катманду. И солнце в синих небесах без одежды и стыда исполняла Нура танец живота. Гуляли по вселенной, с песней вдоль и поперек.
What is happening, Metasites? So I'm back with another video, and this morning I just bought a used iPad for $100. I was checking the apps. Unfortunately, this is an older model, Gen 1, which means that I can't download any advanced apps and all that stuff. The home button is kind of shagged up. I'm trying to fix it. I don't have alcohol. I'm using Johnson's aloe vera and vitamin E to try to get the home button to work, because it's a little, it's not quite working so well. As you can see, everything works except the home button. So what I had to do, okay, it's not very responsive. So I'm gonna try and do something a little crazy. I may have to get. I'm gonna try something for a minute. This is something like real life. Yeah. I have to get. Okay, so I'm back. So I was watching a YouTube tutorial that said that rubbing alcohol works. Now I'm just using a little bit of shaving cream, just a little dab. And I'm not sure if this is going to work, but this might actually solve the issue with the home button, but I'm not sure. I'm trying little things. So far, I guess if I press down really hard with the piece of tissue, I'm not sure if this is working. So I guess, yeah. Okay, well, as I was saying, it was an old one. So you can use the settings and go to accessibility. If you want to, you can go to excessive touch. Whoops, let me go back. Yeah. Yeah. You go to excessive touch, and this will give you option home button. And then you can lay that in the corner. I really wish that this would work, though. You can't even download any good apps, but at least if I can get this thing to work, okay, maybe I can use it as a screen for YouTube while I'm working. And yeah, let's see what this is going to do. I really have no expectations, or I don't know if that's actually good for it, but yeah, this was not working at all when I got it. Apparently the guy with the home button, he didn't tell me about the home button, so.
So offer a disclaimer. You are doing this at your own risk. I can assume no liability for what you're attempting to do to your iPhone. So you have your damp Q-tip with alcohol. Just put it right on the button, depress it a little bit, and then just go around the edge of the button. thoroughly. Go both directions, back and forth, and just, let that alcohol sort of work its way down in that button. You don't want to put too much on there, but just enough so that you can see a wet ring around there. And then switch ends. Get a clean end, put that tip back in the alcohol, and do the same thing. When you're all done, just wipe off the excess alcohol around the edge, push the button a few times, let that alcohol evaporate, and it will take a few minutes. Make sure you do not turn your iPhone back on for at least 5 minutes, I would say, to make sure that all that alcohol evaporates. But you should already be able to tell that your button is pushing smoothly now. I've done this a couple times and it works every time. So I hope you find this helpful, and with a little bit of luck you will have solved your sticky home button problem on your iPhone, and this also works on the iPod Touch as well. Hey, thanks for watching and have a great day.
Yeah, okay, so right now I'm just trying to download whatever apps that this iPod can download. I don't know, I'm just experimenting. It's really too bad that the home button is not working properly, but at least I found a workaround. So it takes a little bit of adjustments, This is what people need to do every day. They gotta get out of their comfort zone and find good things that they could use. People they gotta do it, and that's gonna be the way to key to success. Trying different things. Look at this. Look at all the apps. Okay, this iPad is a little bit slow. It's first generation, but if I can at least get the basics taken care of on this could actually be useful. Maybe I can use it to watch the news or something.
How to download popular apps like YouTube, Facebook on an older generation of an iPad. So here we have an iPad mini, and in this video we're going to tell you guys how you can actually download popular apps. Although if you go to the App Store, it's going to tell you that you can't download it because the app or the iPad is old, but there's actually a workaround to doing that. But before we go ahead and get started, if you guys are new to our channel, we do a lot of tech news, reviews, hacks, and giveaways. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you guys are looking to upgrade to one of the newer iPads, make sure you guys check out the link that will provide you in the description section. So let's go ahead and get started with this method that we have for you guys. So this method should work on pretty much any iPad that you have out there, no matter how old it is. So what we're going to show you guys here is the first thing you want to actually do is sign into account here for your iTunes. So here, as you can see, we're going to settings, and then in iTunes and App Store, you're going to go there and then sign in here. Once you have signed in there, you're going to go to App Store. And once you're in the App Store, you're going to want to go ahead and search for the app you want. So for example, we want YouTube, right? And what we're going to see here is that when we try to download an app like YouTube here, so we're going to hit that button. You see it says unable to purchase. It's not compatible with this iPad. Well, it actually is compatible. And the way to do that is simply get a device, Apple device, if you have one that's more latest, that runs one of the newer iOSs. For example, this one runs iOS 14 or so. You're going to want to do is take that account that runs on that iPad. You're going to want to sign in to the iTunes here that you have. So you're going to open up App Store on this app. And then if you aren't signed in here, you're going to go ahead, sign out if it's not there here. And you're going to sign into the same exact account that's going to be used on this one. Or you can actually take whatever account is in here and sign into that one. Either way works. And once you have done that, you're going to do is go ahead and download the app that you want. For example, we want YouTube, right? So we're going to go ahead, search up YouTube here. And this time we're going to go get it. And as you can see, it's going to ask us to sign in. And to sign in, we're going to sign in with the same account that's on there. Or if you already have an account here, you can take that account and sign in there. So we're going to go ahead and put our information here. And once we have signed in, it's going to start downloading. It's going to say, do you want to install? And we're going to hit OK here. And as you can see with the arrow, this only just asks you if you want them to require a password or not. We're just going to say require. Go with that. And once you have done that, you're going to notice that, as you see, it's downloading on this device. And once it starts downloading on device, what's going to happen is it's going to allow us, as you can see here, it's downloading YouTube here, as you can see, downloading here. And what it's going to allow us to do is actually now access YouTube on this device as well. And how do we do that? We simply, you'll notice at the bottom here, there's a option menu for purchases. You want to go on that menu. And once you go on that menu, it's going to show you all of the apps that you have downloaded so far using that account that's logged into the iTunes here. And remember, we have the same account that we have put in here. So everything that you downloaded here, most of the apps, at least the popular ones, are going to be available here. And as you see, if we look around here, we'll see YouTube here. And this time we can click on that cloud with the arrow down. And as you can see, it's going to tell you that it's not compatible with the latest version, but the last compatible version that's out there, we can download that one. So you can hit that download button. And as you can see, we have that arrow now, it's downloading. Why Apple does that is because on the older devices, Apple blocks downloading the newer updates on this because of compatibility issues such as security and whatnot. But it's actually the version are there because at one point YouTube was used on this iPad. It's just that with the newer update and software, Apple decides to block it so that they force you kind of to upgrade to one of the newer Apple devices, which, as you know, Apple devices are not cheap. And if you're looking to use an iPad mostly for YouTube and whatnot, for a kid or something like that, you might be looking to do that instead of using the browser. You can actually download it. And once it's downloaded, it's fully functional YouTube. You can also do the same thing for any other application. If it's a specific game, for example, if you want to download Subway Surfer here, same thing, click that button. Because we downloaded already on that account once, all you need to do is just sign into that same account. It'll allow same thing. It'll pop up with that notification saying it's not compatible with this iOS. It's going to help you download the most last recent compatible one. Same thing. You can do that with pretty much any app. Of course, the caveat to this is that there is a few apps out there that probably wasn't developed when the iOS 9, which the iPad mini here has. So you won't be able to, unfortunately, get those. But for the most part, this hack, you're able to get a lot of the most popular apps like TikTok. As you can see here, we downloaded on the other device, so it's available here under the purchases. Any other app you have Amazon if you do shopping, even Netflix, if you hit that download, as you can see, it's down. It takes a moment, but it will start downloading. Of course, it's a little bit slower because it's an older device. Same thing, it's going to say we're going to download the last compatible version, and we're going to hit download. And you can do it pretty much, like we mentioned, any other apps out there. So pretty much a hack, even Roblox game like that, some of the newer popular games out there you can do. Of course, you might download an app here and there that might just not work. And that's because, it's an older device. You're getting it really cheap, or if you bought it cheap, you're going to have to just live with it. But for the most part, these devices that are older, you might be using it for a kid who might not care if it's a little slow, but you have the apps, and it's a great device still. It's just that Apple just wants you to upgrade to the latest and the greatest and pay, tons of money out there. You don't want to do that, and you get around by getting a device. And if you don't have a newer device, you can actually take ask a friend or family that has a Apple ID that already downloaded this app to just sign in. And then what you can do is after it has downloaded, you can actually sign out, and you don't even need that account anymore. You can go into iCloud, and then you could just hit that button and sign out. If you do sign out here, right, it'll sign them out, and their account is detached, and it'll still download those apps. And you want to make sure, of course, it downloads fully before you do sign out. And we're going to have fully functional YouTube, Roblox, any games that you want to download, and you're good to go. No issue, and we're able to bypass that compatibility issue and have a fully working iPad ready to go.
All right. This is it for the news. I'm just gonna test this out, a random video, just to see how this works. Of course, we have ads. Well,
Even before Nadia comes into view, struggling to find her feet in this hellscape,
at least the
you can feel
volume
the
is
rawness of her shock and
okay.
sorrow. And it was without warning that grief came to the people in this street, in the small town of Bakhmut. As she approaches the bodies, her husband also draws into view. The couple heard about the Russian airstrike and came to identify their
I
family
don't mean
members.
to sound callous, but this is ongoing. Every day there's killings and war. Don't resort to war and violence because nobody wins.
They are soon confirming what they
Nobody
didn't want
wins.
to be true.
Make art, not war.
Come on.